Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Like that.
There he is.
Welcome to the dungeon.
You scared me.
You need to wear that to Land of Illusion.
Right? Our special Halloween. We've got wizards and cowboys and gnomes and clowns and serial murderers.
Might as well.
Uh-huh.
How are you guys tonight?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Doing good.
About to cast Jim's magic missile at you.
Roll to hit. His AC's 10. You won't hit him.
I won't hit him anyway because it's been cursed.
Our special Halloween episode. Where'd my mouse go? Oh, that's right. I don't have glasses on, so I can't see. Oh, that's because that's. Oh no! Oh, it's because it's the wrong mouse.
Screen.
Here we go.
Having some technical difficulty.
There we go. Yeah, right into it. So this week's beer of the week, I'm going to try to read as I get closer. Oh, I didn't resize anything. Holy cow. There we go. Dankies McDankerson. It's an IPA. Art doesn't usually
Oh,
panic
yeah.
like this. Yeah.
Apparently a pepper one.
Not the pepper one. It's not the pepper
Oh,
one.
that's not.
Nope. This one just came out. The review just came out at 4:30 today. So it tastes like an IPA. But it's from Street Side here in Ohio. It's pretty good. From what I hear. I love Street Side. Great little brewery. If it wasn't so like far away for us. So, but a great little beer there, for sure. B&B this week is a little different. They're not having an official show, but what they are going to do is Dude is going to play Skull Island Rise of Kong. So bad it's good, or it's just bad. I don't know. It's getting
The
terrible
graphics
reviews.
on that game are what, like 1991?
Oh, really?
I've seen actual graphics on it, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
You need to look it up if you haven't.
I have not looked it up. I've just heard that it's really bad. So yeah, that's our B&B this week. And then, as always, Midland Mall Comic Con. That's going to be coming up. Speaking of spooky, we're going to be doing some spooky themed one-shot adventures. We're going to have, it looks like 3 tables set up. So that's going to be a good time. So that's going to be coming up in March. And we just passed around some new ideas of something we're going to do. And you're not going to want to miss out on the giveaways for that, because that's going to be super, super fun as well. So, got those out of the way. What have you guys been up to?
I haven't been up to a whole lot.
Been corrupting our great DM here with the powers of new AI models.
Yeah, so I'd been doing AI before, but I didn't realize there was a thing such as models. So he's like, try these models. Wow! Look at all these. The Z-Word Show,
Sorry.
Grey Monster, The Miz, gifting 5 tier 1 subs. All right,
My ears just got blown out.
That's right.
Worth it.
You want to blow your ears out?
Happy
Is that what you
Halloween,
said?
everybody.
Hey, did you put Crow inside of the as one of the effects on the interface?
It's not Crow,
Do
but
us-
our interface is haunted tonight. So
Yeah.
if you want to see pictures of Crow, I think we're gonna have to start up, like, with these new models. We're gonna have to start up an area in the Discord where we put like some of the character images.
AI art.
Well, we've got that, but like we'll label them as this is what this character looks like in our head. Yay! So yeah.
Maybe this time we'll have Oz's balls inside of the tunic.
We're not gonna put that one. Oh my god. But yeah. Thanks, Marslin, for corrupting me with this, because it's too good. It's too good.
It's so fun.
Even typing stuff like Nightmare Fuel, you get some really good results. So, and Bishop, you've been playing Spider-Man like nonstop for a week, right?
Yeah. Yep. About 70% complete.
70%. And what do you think of it so far?
I'm loving it. I think the story's pretty powerful. I'm liking the boss fight so far. Some of the gripes about it, or the customization. Some of the costumes they brought back a lot of costumes from the first one, and I'm like, you didn't have to do that. He's had so many different costumes. How about we don't reuse stuff? But
Yeah,
it's just, that's minor nitpicking.
I hear a lot of
And
good stuff about like the flying suit.
Yeah,
That is fun.
web wings are amazing. That's just a whole new level of swinging around the city.
So,
Mike, you wonder how far I'm at? You know the first mission you see MJ?
Yeah, that's where you're at.
is that the first 10 minutes of the game?
Well, it's a little
Depends how
further.
you play the game.
Yeah, like I didn't even do half the main missions until I absolutely had to. It's like I was going around just doing side quests and
Uh-oh,
That's what I'm doing.
collectibles.
we got a
So-
hype train going, triggered by Cherry's Bits. We got Cherry's Bits all over here. Hype train. Woo, woo. Sorry to walk all over you there. Yeah. And we've got some exciting stuff coming up in Justinian's world too. We're not going to say anything now, but we're pretty hype about it. So stay tuned. And I've got a special surprise that I think we'll be revealing next week. Ooh, more bits. All those biddies. So, yeah, and these guys don't even know what my special surprise is.
Is it
He wants
campaign
a
3?
legit reaction.
Do what?
No, you wanted a legit reaction from us.
I do. I'm excited. So,
Oh gosh.
I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right. Well, without further ado, and to Anderson with the sub. He's our Star Wars Galaxy hero, respected guild leader, Anderson. So, welcome to the stream. This is how I always look. I don't know if you knew that. I mean, you talk to me often, but like this is what I really look like. Boop, boop, boop. So,
Want to know how I got these scars?
Brawn
Actually,
clown.
I can't
Oh,
wait till tomorrow
oops.
because I got like a horn and everything to go with this. It's gonna be great. So many terrified children. So, yes, Drastin sounds weird. He's behind a latex mask. All right.
Wait till he pulls out the ball gag.
All right. Without further ado. All right. Back to normal so I don't die.
Mhm.
Let's get some music going here.
Not too loud though, please.
As loud as we can get it. Does that pass?
What?
Exactly. Where we left off last week, the party landed in the Spiritwoods forest, and after facing an unholy enemy, they were approached by the Tabaxi of the forest, who claimed it was their forest. Speaking to the shaman of the forest, she sends them on a journey to retrieve the nightshade that they're looking for. As they found it at a near bottomless pond, they met a
large ancient dragon that challenged their wit and alignment, and with passing were allowed to take the flower back, granting them the flower seeds that they may grow their own nightshade. And having been up all evening, they board the ship and continue towards Sardin's Pass in the morning hours of the 7th day. All right, the ship begins to rise, and after some discussion about where they're actually going, they start heading towards Sardin's Pass. What are you all going to do?
We already rested, right?
I don't think so, unless you were heading that
That's
way.
how we ended it last time.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought we ended it with a rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
That puts you into there. Okay, let me... got to...
We rested without using up a day. It's a new trick.
Magical rest.
Well, I mean, you're going to be going into the evening of the next day because of when you're sleeping. So you arise. You, Bishop and Oz, you would be first to wake up since you need less. What would you like to do?
Well,
Real quick, Jeremy, were we still continuing on making?
Are you talking about making the
elixir?
tonic?
Yeah.
We've made as much as we could with what we had.
Okay.
Except we have a spare five doses of hawkweed, but Sardin's Pass is where we're getting the hawkweed at.
Well, if we had discussed ran out of ingredients for that, then yeah, I'm not leaving the quarters at this current time.
Okay. Oz?
I'm just going to go above and then sit out there and look over the bow as we're flying along.
Okay. You look over, the air is really chilly, and looking over, you see the snowy mountaintops of Sardin's Pass reaching up into the sky. As you continue to get into that, you're flying over the top. The snow begins coming down even at your level, and you can see it building up on the railing and the deck of the ship itself. Colton steps out. Well
You just
rested.
went quiet.
Oh, I went quiet?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're good now.
Yeah. I'm just bringing up Zoom to...
Oh no. Zoom, don't do it this time. Stop it, Zoom.
Yeah.
Nope.
Colton comes out.
We're gonna have to watch it through the stream this time.
What?
Uh,
Is it still cutting out? Because I can change this.
nope.
It's not cutting out? You guys get nothing?
Oh. No.
Where was that? How about that?
Stop messing with us. This is probably a setup for some jump scare or something. Oh gosh, I can hear myself.
I
Oh,
hear
you
you
can-
on the stream. I'm not hearing myself as well. I sound awful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, now we can hear you.
Now you
and
can
we
hear
still have an
myself.
echo.
Well, it should be off now.
Yeah, no echo.
Okay. Are we good now?
Wait,
So far.
I think so.
This is a Zoom thing. Constantly breaking stuff.
why do we still use Zoom?
That's a conversation for another time. There's not many other options. Colton comes out to you, Oz, and presents himself. So, Azadolf, how goes your journeys?
Well, we're still alive, and that's something to be praised.
Yes. Do you think you will complete your task in time?
Well, we don't have much of an alternative.
Is it
It's
really
here.
worth all of this?
You cut out again for a second.
I can't do anything about it.
Can't hear you.
I can't do anything about it.
Nope.
Let's try this. How about now? Hello?
Hello.
Yo!
Oh,
I can't do anything about it.
Okay.
We're going to have to find an alternative around that. All right. I can't remember. What did you just say?
Huh? Oh. We have Sardin's Pass. We have to collect some more weeds around here. And then, suppose we're off to go find Cinderbloom.
Are the people of these lands worth it?
They're people. If we have the means to find a cure, why wouldn't we?
But they're just pawns in a greater scheme of things.
Pawns need to be alive.
Maybe so. Have you thought how you'll serve?
No. Suppose I'll finish the training. As you can see, I've done quite well on my own, I suppose.
You still have room for improvement.
Don't we all? What would you have me do? You hunted me down across all of the Isles. For what?
Release your rage. Azadolf, you can be more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
I mean, that's fine. I'm sure I could. But what's the point?
The point is power. Control.
Where does freedom lie in that? Maybe I'd just like to wander these islands with a little bit of freedom.
When you are powerful, you have the freedom that others stand out of your way.
Do you have freedom? You seem
Absolutely.
hell-bent on accumulating more power. That's rather restraining.
More power, more freedom. Today, these islands. Tomorrow, the next. I'm sure there's still
our ideas
fragments.
of freedom are different.
I'm sure there's still fragments of information that can be taken from even Rashan.
Hmm. Well, it's as you say. If power begets freedom, then more power it is. We'll see where this goes, I suppose.
And he just nods.
I'm
at
sorry,
you.
Uncle. Your heart is into attaining more power. And I'm just not there yet.
He walks away slightly and just turns his head over his shoulder. You will see in time.
Maybe.
You're back.
And Quentin, what are you doing?
The rest of you wake up.
He's walked off.
Yep.
Okay.
The rest of you wake up. Where are you headed?
I'm going to go and try to find Colton.
Okay. So you go up to the deck. You see Oz standing there at the side. It's the sun's setting as night gets closer. But you see Oz. You don't see Colton right now.
Okay. So I'll walk over to Oz and I'll ask him when he grew such fine facial hair.
Without even looking behind me, I was like, another conversation about power. Oh, Justinian.
Question. Does the ship happen to have a library?
We brought our books with us.
Yeah, not really.
No.
Wild Marsland appears. Books?
If we did any training on the ship as we were traveling, we brought them. I hated it. Why?
The books or the training?
Training with the books.
So
Justinian, when you're as mobile as the Frosts are, you don't have to carry everything with you.
So did you grow up on this ship or?
I trained on this ship.
What about your parents? I mean, I know you said Colton's your uncle, but what about your mother and father?
Justinian, I never knew them.
Your uncle's all you've ever known?
Yes. And my brother. All I've ever known.
You're an amazing man, Oz.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
I hope that you can somehow still find peace in this world.
And then he'll point to his mark on his forehead. There is no peace.
I have a feeling you'll find a way. You found a way to find goodness in yourself even when no one raised you with it. I was fortunate to have people that gave me a sense of right and wrong. You discovered it on your own.
I disagree. The only love I had was for my brother. And then he betrayed me, I think. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. But when you go through the training that I've been through, you hold on to every bit of happiness that you can. Maybe that's why I never capitulated to his training like the others. Look at them. They're like Bishop without a soul, marching to and fro, taking commands. That's what he wants from me, and more.
I have faith that you will find a way to break free from his influence again.
Justinian, I've tried that before. That's just not an option. But I appreciate your words. They are quite kind.
Well, I'm going to
Are
go.
you are you in your full like makeup, or are you like raw Justinian right now?
I am Justinian the way that you first met me.
Okay, all
Yep,
right. So
so
no antlers.
Flesh tone.
I was like,
flesh tone.
no antlers.
Antlers
Okay.
are hooked up
Right.
to a headband to look like a headband. Yep.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure. It was like antlers or no antlers.
Yep. Nope. I've been walking around the ship looking very much human, if I can.
Yep. Well, I'm sorry that we've pulled you into this, but it was the only way to cure you of that disease that you have stumbled on in that hole.
Oz, I have to say that even if I succumb to this, I'll have enjoyed my month with you guys more than I ever enjoyed just being another guard in Smyrna.
I guess you kind of do understand your duty. There's no freedom in duty.
No. And there's no excitement or thrill in just duty either.
There's just another day. You wake up and there's another day, and then another day. There's nothing. It's just endless. Ugh, it's abhorrent.
I agree.
Well, we shall gather this Gefnel. Right, it's Gefnel.
Hawkweed.
Hawkweed this time.
We shall gather this hawkweed.
It's a good thing Oz isn't leading this. Okay.
And
No, go ahead. I was going to say, Gwenton, are you
we shall
coming
gather
up?
this hawkweed, and then I suppose we're off. I believe Gwenton knows where we can find this Cinderbloom. So we'll see.
I'll just eventually make my way up to the top of the ship.
Okay. Bishop?
Speak of the devil.
And you're not talking again.
Jesus Christ. There's no way around it. There's just no way around it.
Just transmit your thoughts directly into our brains.
Let's try this. One second.
Is Oz just constantly switching costumes over here?
No. What are you talking about? He's been in the same costume all night.
Can you hear me okay now?
So far,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Gwenton, you come up. Bishop, what are you doing?
I follow Winton.
And Marsland?
I'm gonna. How big is this ship?
That's
Like long? How many decks?
probably 3 decks.
Okay, I'm gonna just wander as much as seems accessible to me, and without feeling like I'm trespassing the lower decks of the ship, and kind of build a mental model of what there is.
Okay. Before I get to the others, then you wander around, and Bishop, you'd have seen this too because you were exploring. I mean, it's got a lot of the same standard ship components. I mean, it has cannon ports with that kind of stuff for defenses. It's got a power room which you're not really allowed into, where the engines are, that kind of stuff. Other than that, quarters for the frost reavers that are on the ship. So that's what you see.
Is the power room blocked off, or
Yeah, so
otherwise say no?
it's just there's like a door there that's sealed. It even says no entry.
Oh, okay.
Gosh.
Unfortunate. Okay, so after I explore a little bit, assuming I don't come across like a library, I'll head up top deck.
Okay. Meanwhile, Gwenton and Bishop.
Can't hear you.
What?
Can't hear you. Oh my god.
Has anyone, so while he's trying to fix his mic again, has anyone looked at the name of our the icons with our faces on them? X7
No.
Dung, insert name.
What? Where?
The icons. Like the emojis.
7 dungeons.
It's X7 Dung.
Yeah, you don't get to name those.
Oh.
This episode is brought to you by the sound of silence.
I did when Dresden said he had a surprise for us this session. I didn't know it was going to be this.
I don't. We will have to seriously consider looking at another alternative for video if they can't get this stuff fixed, because this worked for years and now it's not. So,
I mean, Google Meet has come a long way in the last couple of years.
okay, we'll take a look at it.
I blame the AI enhancement.
Yeah, because you need that. I just can't play music. It's coming through the stream just fine. It's just hitting you guys. So it's definitely
weird.
Yeah. So it's all about even setting everything. It's like walking back and forth, and the music is given priority over the voice. It's not mixing it like it should. There's a bunch of complaints online as well. So, all right. Well, we'll go no music tonight then. That sucks. So,
All you need is
I go get the mandolin.
no, please don't. Gwenton and Bishop, you join Justinian and Oz on the top deck as they're having a conversation.
That isn't me that time. Well, you guys are up early, or is
Look
it
for
late
the
at this
person
point
with
in
the
time?
mischievous look on his face.
Right.
So Bishop just came top
And so
side,
did
Bishop
Gwenton.
and Gwenton. Yep.
and Gwynton.
I got a scary guard dog since he's walking up behind me.
Yep.
We're drawing closer to Sardin's Pass.
I
And-
can see my house from here.
I can see more snow, and I am not prepared for that.
don't think I have any
Well.
extra. I got investments. You have any investments? My investments might be a little short for you.
No, it'll be fine. I just need to
I'm
get
sure
a good jog going, and I should be
Frost.
fine.
I'm sure Frost has gear
Close.
for such an endeavor.
Yes. But then I have to willingly go and speak to him again. He keeps popping up out of nowhere and speaking and holding conversations.
Is it really out of nowhere when it's just his own ship?
Well, when you're looking for privacy,
Has he
it is
popped up
nice.
in your room?
No, he hasn't popped up in my room, but if I go topside and there's no one here, and then he just goes poof, and then he's here.
So he doesn't pop up when you're trying to be alone. He pops up when you're on the deck.
Quentin, I don't care about your logic. I care about the point that he is here all the time. Whenever I turn around, he's here.
It's literally his ship. He's gonna be here.
Did you come up here for a reason, or was it just to frustrate me?
I think it's just to frustrate everybody.
So,
the problem with the Hawkweed is, well, we know what it looks like. Does anyone have locate plants?
So
I hope you've got all of these plants covered and how much we need, because I can't keep my head straight as to what we're collecting and where and when.
Well, as far as the Nightshade and Gefnol is, that's in the bag of holding. Well, the Nightshade's actually. Can we say I plan it some way, shape, or form? Or is it, we don't need to worry about? Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
In the room, Gefnol I have in the bag. It's dried out. And then here's what the Hawkweed looks like. You always need to find this. A rosemary knockoff.
I'll grab it and take a look at it.
Hey, Quentin, which one's the one that we're supposed to be taking back to Leisure Suit Larry in the city?
Cinder
Blue.
Bloom. That is the next thing we're gonna try to get to.
Okay.
All right. Night begins to fall, and the snow begins to fall harder. Colton comes out as you feel the ship kind of being pushed to and fro in the wind. The wind cutting across the deck is icy cold. Colton comes out and yells up to the pilot of the ship to find somewhere to land quickly, because he doesn't know how long they can last in this blustery weather. So a few moments later, move token.
I thought you weren't scared of anything.
The ship finally comes settling down, and you feel it just shake. All of you make a dexterity saving throw.
$21.
That's a 9. Justinian's a 3.
I have a low center of gravity.
Nat 1. That's how my dice do.
Excuse you, sir. You got what, 2, 3 nat 20s last time?
Right.
Yeah, yes, but I also rolled horrible on stats too.
So, as the ship settles down, Oz and Justinian, you are thrown to the floor, and you kind of slam into the sidewall. You take both of you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Justinian, get off me.
I can't help it. You're so handsome.
Oz, this
I'm becoming
weather
quite uncomfortable.
Oz, this weather's extremely cold for you, considering the amount of clothes that you wear on a regular basis.
Mm.
You feel that blowing against your skin is Colton comes down. He's kind of holding his robes and things together. I do think it's good to wait out the storm for the morning. Unless you want to head out in the dark.
No, I think that would be a fine idea. Let's wait below deck until the storm passes by.
He looks up. Secure the ship. We'll wait here till tomorrow.
Oh, Uncle, do we have any of that clothing that we used to wear when we trained in these conditions?
Of course. And
May I utilize some of that?
You know where it is.
Okay. And I'll go and grab some. Anybody else?
Do I need to worry about being too nipply?
You shouldn't be too bad.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to grab some for myself then.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
How has Colton and Oz's brother been dressed during this time frame? So
Colton, from what you can tell, usually wears like a robe like covering with something underneath, as well as like a leather belt cinching it all together. The same for Yggdrasil. They're dressed similar in style.
but not armor. They're like Oz, they go armorless.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll come back out. I remember this being warmer the last time I wore it.
Oz has on looks like sheepskin kind of coat. It's a bit thicker, but still robe-like. But he has suitable clothing on now.
Well, I will see you all in the morning and hopefully, this will have passed.
I look over the side of the ship. How dark is it where we're at?
It's rather dark with the clouds blowing the snow in, and it being nighttime. Yeah, it's pretty dark.
And Oz has just walked off.
Yes. Well, I think he's back now, but
I
I
thought
went
he was
below
going to
deck.
sleep.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was like, I'm going to see you guys in the morning.
okay.
Unless someone wants to stop me. Like,
No, I'm
okay.
It seems to me that Oz is letting Colton get in his ear.
He does seem to be overreacting to everything that's happening. I mean, I understand that he has a severe past with Colton, but as of right now, he's been helping us.
When does Oz
I-
not overreact?
Do not see Colton helping us to help us.
He's helping us to finish the deal he made with Oz, which is still helping us in the long run.
I don't think he would think twice if nobody but Oz made it out of this alive.
We don't know the
You
details
would
of the
think
contract,
twice
though.
if Oz also didn't make it out alive.
I'm sorry, what was that, Marslin?
I don't think you would think twice if Oz also didn't make it out alive.
I would argue that Marsden. He seems fixated on Oz, even with Oz's brother here being trained as well.
Yeah, we haven't seen so much of Grizz since we've been on board, right?
He
No.
said one nasty thing to me, and that's it.
I don't think I've ever seen him. Just heard Oz talking about him with his uncle.
I thought he introduced us all to everybody when we first got on. Could be
He might-
wrong.
Whatever deal he made with Colton, he is dreading the end of this scavenger hunt that we're currently on.
Maybe it's time to pressure Oz to tell us more about this deal.
Now is as good a time as any.
So what I'm hearing is an Oz intervention, and I'm going to walk downstairs to Oz's room.
Try not to get too short with him.
No promises. I'm already halfway there.
Bishop follows him.
All along too.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's my place to join you guys in this conversation. I don't know him that well.
You two are trapped on this trip with us, on this ship with us, and are subject to its consequences. I wouldn't blame you if you want some part.
Okay. I will follow you guys down then.
Oz, are you just in your room?
And knock on Oz's door.
BRB.
I thought we were going to bed.
We just woke up.
What?
Well, I just woke up.
No.
Mostly woke up. Mentally, I'm still asleep. But we need to have a little chat.
Fine, come in. Draw up a cot.
Conjure a chair.
I'll summon my disc.
Takes over the room.
It's only 3 feet.
Okay, I didn't think it was that big.
Are you being here? Are you be?
Please hold. There's a small child in the way right now.
Are you in the car with us, or will you drive to school tomorrow? Or no. I'll just take wherever then.
What was that? What did I miss?
Please hold while we're waiting for Oz to come back.
Yeah, we're waiting for people to acknowledge a closed door.
Apparently, Colton doesn't acknowledge closed doors according to Oz, so.
Yes. Well, now you're here. The door was closed, but that is fine. What is it that you need? Winton?
We need to know the specifics of your deal with Colton.
Haven't I already told you this?
No.
All
You
said
have
was
not.
you only said you got a ship. And they
that
made
you
a
would
deal.
Yeah. You have only mentioned that you will be accompanying him after we collect our ingredients.
Is the door shut?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Gentlemen, I don't have a choice in the matter. You saw this mark. I am obligated to abide by my oath to return.
For how long?
Do I know what will happen if I violate this?
Yes.
Yeah, you got a pretty good idea.
Okay, that's what I thought. I want to make sure I wasn't overstepping. So, gentlemen, I will die if I violate this oath.
How does that work? And what exactly is the oath?
That I will return and serve Colton once we have completed gathering these herbs. You're giving me a funny look, DM. What is it?
Nothing.
Okay.
Go.
Continue.
I'm troubleshooting sound issues.
Okay, good. I was like, did I misspeak? I'm pretty sure I got that right.
So it's just gathering the herbs. So technically, you have to go with them after we get to Cinderbloom.
Once we are cured of this disease, I am his.
What if he gets the disease? We don't cure him.
I don't know magic at that level, my dear Quentin.
The plague is not magic. The plague
It's
is
man-made.
real.
Wait a minute.
Speak.
Are you saying magic's not real, Bishop?
Magic is most
I
certainly
speak
real.
of my oath. If he gets the plague and dies, I don't know what that means. What would that mean to my oath? Does that mean that it is not? I'm not bound to it anymore? What's the consequence if I am mistaken in my assessment of the oath?
Is your oath magical of some sort?
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna start wiping the mark on my head.
It doesn't go anywhere.
I mean,
Feels pretty magical to me.
tattoos exist, right?
Would I be familiar with the type of magic that made this mark?
I would say yes, because this is very similar to what a lot of you have.
From the academy?
I'm going to,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to walk over to Oz, reach up and touch his tattoo, and cast Identify.
This is Ozdolf. Something.
Uh-huh.
He is an elf.
It
Here's a
says
possibility.
if you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Let's see.
Justinian, the mark won't go away. What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out exactly what this thing is going to do to you so that you can be better prepared.
Okay, I'll get that and send it to you.
Not a problem.
Everybody, I need you all to listen to me very clearly. If I die, or if I do not return, he will kill you.
Well, chances are, if you die, we're probably going to be dying too.
I'm glad
put that
we're
out
all
there.
on the same page now, Quentin.
No. Chance, you're not going to die from just any typical thing as long as I'm still here. The disease is the only thing I'm not going to be able to cure you from.
What time of day is it?
It's
Okay,
nighttime
fucking
for
night.
sure.
I can assure you that he will find any reason he can to rid himself of you. So that is
Oz,
why.
Do you mind if I
What? I don't have any
mind if I
papers.
try something? For once, I actually did not want papers. I wanted to. I've studied this particular spell and I've practiced it a few times. Wanted to see. I don't know if it's powerful enough to work with what Colton had done to you, but if you don't mind me casting something at your head, just wanted to give you a fair warning on that. I wanted to see if I can rid you of this.
If it were anyone else, I would say no. Feel free to cast whatever spell you want at my forehead.
Everybody did hear
Wait,
this.
wait, what are you casting? Hold on, because
Me.
I cast identify. So I'm currently touching his tattoo.
Oh, you're currently touching him? Okay.
Yes, it takes 1 minute for identify to go through.
Get out of the way.
Right, yeah.
I'm looking cross-eyed at the hand on my forehead.
Uh,
Don't know if you realize this, Oz, but Colton doesn't want us here anyway.
No, he doesn't. But I'm sure he would prefer a willing servant over an unwilling one.
You have told us he is not really your relative. Why do you insist on continuing to call him uncle?
I'll look back at the door again. He doesn't know that I know or suspect that he is not my uncle.
What? This is news. Why do you suspect he's not your uncle?
yeah, I didn't know this either. Like, Bishop just outed you.
No, because there was a prophecy that occurred. And this is out of character. Okay, this is out of character. There was a prophecy that it came about, and I revealed only that that he was likely not my uncle. Correct, Bishop?
What's that?
Was that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your brother
Okay.
actually your brother, like biologically?
So are we in character now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Your guess is as good as mine. He is the only patron I have ever known, and I have always called him uncle, per his request. When he says, "I am your uncle."
The mark on you is linked specifically to Colton, and from what I can tell, it only ends when one of the two of you are dead.
I try my thing real quick.
You're not going to try to remove curse, are you?
Meta.
Going to try and dispel magic.
I would not recommend it.
You or Justinian?
Oh, Justinian. I'm sorry. I thought I'd been in character this whole time. My bad.
Do you think it could backfire based off of what you just learned?
Yes. I think that the only thing that's going to stop this is one of the two heartbeats stop. Granted, my understanding of magic is not as great as yours, Marzelin.
Would I have
You
any reason
remove
to
your
believe
hand
casting-
from my forehead.
Oh, I do. I'm sorry. Sorry. I just like high-fiving you. My bad.
Would I have any reason to believe casting dispel magic at this would cause harm to us?
You know nothing about the mark itself or what it will or won't do.
I will advise you.
Me second guessing myself.
I will strongly advise you of our current situation. We are on his ship, and he is currently one of the only ways that we can get to and from very quickly on our very short time schedule? Just wanted to throw that out there.
Out of pure curiosity, Justinian, how well can you make yourself look like Colton if need be?
And I look like Colton, disguise self.
Oh, that is truly spectacular.
I have a strong urge to punch you now.
Has that changed since the day we met, Oz?
A bit.
You're welcome.
So,
I don't suggest you step foot out of this room right now looking like that. That could cause some trouble.
do we understand now
Absolutely.
the severity of the situation and why I did what I did? It seemed the only rash decision. We needed to move quickly. And if you remember at the academy, Colton Frost's name was brought up multiple times as to how to get to and from these different areas. It seemed
I wish you had
like the right thing to do, to just go and talk to him.
I wish you had talked with us first about this. I think we might have jumped to conclusions a little bit quickly. We hadn't researched every option that was available in the city. We don't know if there were other methods of transportation lying
Moslin,
around.
I've got under 7 weeks before I perish.
I believe it's less than even that.
Fine. More to the point.
What's the point?
What do you mean, more to the point? We don't have much to live, and I reacted, and I still think that it was a good decision.
I thought you were going to say something.
No, there's more to the point, is that we have a short time frame, whether it's less than 7 weeks or less than 6 weeks or however many days. Who knows? How many days do we have to live? I'm not keeping track. I've got other things on my mind, Moslin.
Speaking of which, DM, how are Oz and I looking compared to the other two that have not taken?
I took mine.
Oh, you took yours? Okay, so how's Quentin looking compared to the other three of us?
Y'all look about the same.
Really? Okay.
So, it was give myself to Colton and possibly save my own life and the rest of yours, or die trying.
To me, it seems like you've really set yourself up for dying in either scenario.
Quentin, how many of the herbs
choice.
do we have right now?
What was that?
How many of the herbs do we have right now?
How much of each, or how many in general? We're missing
Just
two at the moment.
2. And how many do we need?
Well, it depends how much it takes to make each dosage of the cure.
No, how
we
many
have
components? He was saying.
How many components do we have?
We have total 3 of the 5.
Okay. We seeing, Moslin, what would have happened if we would have traveled by foot or by carriage? Where would we be?
So there's other magical forms of travel we might have been able to procure, but
Are you aware of them? Because I'm not. I know of a big giant ship that we happen to be in right now. Now we can spend the rest of our time together second guessing Oz's options, or we can try and rid ourselves of this plague.
it appears I might have struck a nerve. I think we should, to your point, focus on the task at hand.
Marlin. I'm sorry.
It seems your demeanor has changed since we have arrived on this ship. You are not the same Oz that has been traveling with us. It seems you have become subservient to Colton.
Well,
I
yes,
don't
he signed
have
his
a
life away.
choice.
Were you not listening?
Bishop, I don't have a choice.
There is always a choice.
Yes, I die, you die.
You just openly fear that we will not be triumphant.
Yes, and you will die.
That is not having much faith.
I don't understand. I gave us a means to live.
You did. You got us transportation. That does not mean that you have to give up so easily.
You don't understand.
I have known people like your uncle. They strive for more power. What they have is never enough. In the end, your uncle and this cult he calls Frostweavers will fade out and be forgotten. Do you want to join that?
No, of course not.
Then we need to come up with a plan.
What? Bishop, and I'm gonna lean in closer to wherever to his head. I can't get rid of this. I
You
ran
have
away
already
from this
been told.
But I'm back, and I'm back in his grasp again.
This time, you are not alone.
He's going to kill you.
I would rather die trying to save a friend.
We're all going to die. Whether it's by Myriad's kiss or by Colton Frost.
This is what I am talking about. You have already given up.
Do you see another option? From what I see before me, that's what we have.
You can fight.
Justinian,
Yes.
did your revelation tell you what would happen if I failed? Anything further?
No, all I can tell is that your bond is now with Colton and himself. You two are linked together.
Yeah, the identify tells him what it is, not what it does.
No, yeah, Oz doesn't know that. That's
Right.
No, but I'm just making
Yeah.
that clear for the room.
yeah.
All
Bishop,
I know
I
is
don't
that you
know
guys
where you're
are
getting
talking.
your hope from. So,
I
yes.
have lived through things like this. Have you forgotten anything about my past?
I don't know what that has to do with me serving Colton. I thought it was the easiest way that you all would live, and I would just...
So Oz, you all of a sudden feel the wind knocked out of you as just Gwenton connects with a punch.
What?
What?
In the gut, I assume?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Oh,
Oz, you gave
what?
up before even trying.
I
You
gave
can't-
you this ship!
No, you gave up on your life before even trying anything. Have we taught you nothing about having faith with True Silver? She does guide us when she can. You're giving up on life way too quick. You think
It's
that
just servitude.
servitude is your life right now?
It
You've
is.
completely changed what you've been since we started. The entire time
Because
we've
I
been
had
traveling,
freedom, Quentin. Quentin,
The-
I don't have any freedom anymore. I am just here to serve. I tried, and look where it got me.
your
Next try,
choice.
though, you gave up the freedom at the drop of a hat.
I gave up the freedom after running for how long did I run away for? Was it years? Do we
Yeah,
have a time frame on that?
yeah, it was a
It
few
was
years.
a couple of years, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. For years, I had the freedom. I had hope. You know what I have now? I have the small inkling that my sacrifice will allow you all to live.
You're talking as if you're going to die. You keep saying there's only going to end in one of two ways: your death or our death. There is always more than two options. Now, we can continue to fight like this, or we can figure something out.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Then you just stay here, hiding in your room. We will do the rest without you.
You're going to get yourself killed. The entire reason that I
Obviously.
did this was to save you.
You said our only option was to die. You can sit here and sulk, or you can do
Why-
something about it.
Why can't you just let me have this and just help you here and now? What?
You sulking is not helping anyone.
Not sulking!
Sounds like sulking to me.
We do all realize that he did this for Quentin and Marcelin, and to even some extent me, right?
Why are you talking in the third person, Justinian? We've well established that he's done it for us.
When was I talking in the third person?
Because you started naming us instead of saying just like us as a group of people. You started
Right,
actually
but
giving
I
them
had to
names.
find a way to exclude Bishop since he did not contract the disease with us.
Let me put it this way, Justinian. What Oz is doing now is if you finding the corruption in the city guard and doing nothing about it.
I understand. And I also understand how he feels right now, because he is right back where he left. All of the time that he spent running, all the time that he spent growing with you guys,
He
feels like
was
it's for nothing right now to him.
alone.
It was for something. I got to meet and befriend all of you, even you, Justinian, for the short period of time. It was not for nothing. I got to experience freedom.
Then why are you so upset, Oz? Why are you letting it get down?
Because now I'm being criticized for trying to save you, and I don't understand.
You're not being criticized for trying to save. You're being criticized for giving up.
We didn't even know that you were going to do this. You just ran off immediately and gave
No,
up
he
your
was
life.
going to obligate me to this. But
What did you think was going to happen when you approached
I did
the man that you've been
offer.
running from?
No, that is not true. I offered.
You
to
offered
serve him.
what now?
I
You-
offered to serve him so that we could use his ship. I knew that he would take it.
Wait, so you're telling me he didn't even ask? You just freely gave yourself to him?
I knew that he would. I, Justinian, I knew that he would accept.
It is now hard for me to feel sympathy here.
Marsden, what did you learn from Ogobogo?
That friends come first.
And our friend needs our help.
I am still appreciative of the sacrifice that Oz has made, but that must be separated from the foolishness of offering up one's servitude and then getting angry about owing one's life to somebody.
Not angry about that. It's inevitable. I ran for years, and now I'm back. I'm back, and I'm going to have to serve again.
So
Based off of
Marsden,
all of the studying that I did, this falls under classic irritableness. Is this not?
Yes, I'm back. I'm irritable. Yes, I'm back. No, it was not enjoyable. My experience with my uncle was not enjoyable. That's why I ran away. If it was enjoyable, I would have stayed. I ran away and I experienced life free from him. Now, I was tired of running. And with the consequences of you all dying, who I care for greatly. Now, it seemed reasonable. Just go back to what I used to in order to save you all. So, yes, I am dispirited by that decision because I know what it entails. But suppose I'll get over it. Maybe. But you will all live.
Well, we do still have a long journey in front of us. The best we can do right now is finish getting the ingredients. And once we've gathered the ingredients and secured our health, hopefully, perhaps we can figure out this issue. I can inquire at the academy if they have any advice.
Is there anything that Colton values more than you?
Yes, power. It appears that having me around means more power, and it's worth. I mean, good Justinian, think about what he willingly did. No debate. Yes, you and your friends who I abhor can use my ship in order to gather these herbs as long as you serve me. He stands to gain more power from having me with him.
What exactly is he gaining from you serving him? How does he plan on using you?
I don't know. That I couldn't tell you.
Either he is truly delusional, and this is just some illusion of power to stoke his ego, or there's some other scheme that he's at.
Marsden, I could only suspect, but not here.
Are we sure that he doesn't have ways of knowing what's happening on his ship at any point.
I'm assuming he's heard every conversation I've had on this ship.
Yes.
That's probably safe.
Marslin, I want you to live.
I wouldn't mind living as well.
I
That means I can do more
suppose
studying.
I have a tendency to wear my emotions on my face, and I will try and do better about sulking. And I'll put on this cheese-eating grin.
Marslin tries to mimic that.
I'm 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 happy that there is still a chance for us all to live. Mind you, slim, but with everything that we've discussed, and I don't see a way out of this.
We haven't discussed any ways out of it. We've just discussed you defending why you did it.
Yeah. There's no way out of it.
You have been out of it once before.
He never
Wasn't-
bound me in this way.
He wasn't cursed before, to be completely fair. I don't think.
And again, he was alone. He is not alone anymore.
I see there is no winning this argument.
You betcha. Right now it's 4 against 1. And we're all stubborn asses.
I really do care about all of you. Thank you.
We'll figure something out, Oz. We don't have to do it right now. There's still probably like another week's worth of travel time for everything that's going to happen.
If I haven't told you before, which I believe I have, if anything happens to me, you need to run.
What does
I understand.
Colton care about us?
Spite?
It's not about
Fair.
us, Marslin.
I think
I
it's
don't know what to tell you, Marslin, but if I were him, and something I desired greatly, I could no longer attain because it has deceased from this plane of existence, I might be a little upset. And Marslin, when he gets upset, be afraid.
Noted.
We know that, last time he got angry, Oz, all he did was teleport people around. Not very helpful, in my opinion.
I thought he fared pretty well against that beast down in the woods.
I wouldn't know. He put me in front of it, and I spent the rest of the time being held.
He
Not
did have our
lovingly
help.
either.
He did.
It's late now, right? Like super
yeah.
late.
It's definitely nighttime.
I think it might be time everyone gets some rest about all this. It's been a emotional filled night now. And with that, I'm gonna walk out and go to my room.
Okay.
I will also walk out and I'll just kind of pat Oz on the shoulder as I walk out, not say anything.
Okay.
Please, if you're about to make a decision that greatly changes the course of your life or those around you, we are all in this together. It would be good. We are here to talk about it.
You know, Marzen, a simple thank you would go a long way.
I did say thank you. Good night, Oz. Turn
Good
around.
night, Marzen.
So that leaves Oz and Bishop in the same room.
Though I have lost hope, Bishop, I appreciate your words. But
Just remember, I was subservient as well. What got me out of it was that I was unique. And I turn around and walk out.
Okay. Anyone doing anything at the end of the evening?
I'm gonna use the. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I want to keep on something else. Ignore me.
Okay. The night goes on. You hear the wind whipping against the sides of the ship, the snow turning to ice across the deck. The ship creaks and moans in the evening hours as the storm goes on. All of you except for Bishop, when you wake up this next morning, you have developed a cough. You begin coughing, and sometimes it's a bit uncontrollable. It brings you to your knees. It happens so severely as your symptoms begin to worsen. What do you want to do?
Goodbye, cruel world.
I thought we had weeks, not days.
Well, it has been like 3 weeks our time, so
Aren't weeks just a bundle of days?
Yes, but usually takes
Bundle.
7 to equal 1.
It has
not
been
if you're
7
living
days.
in my world.
It has been 7 days. This is day 8.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
right.
saying. And so in 1 week, even though 3 out of the 4 of us took the tonic, we're all still like getting worse.
Seems like the tonic did nothing. It's all a
Right.
ruse.
If
The
you don't want to
placebo
take any
tonic.
more, that's something that you can totally choose not to get vaccinated.
How
Believe
long
me,
does the coughing fit last for? Because I'm not going to go out of the room until I'm done.
it's occasional.
It just continues.
Yep.
How many
It's-
doses of the tonic do we have, Quentin?
Well, considering we're all in rooms and no one's out yet, you don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I
No,
thought
you're
we'd
good.
all join back up.
Quentin!
How many doses?
Believe me,
No, I'll
it's
be
all,
back.
It's all mathed out.
Right, and that's why I'm wanting to go talk to Quentin.
Okay.
You'll eventually find me out on top of the deck waiting for others. I imagine Bishop and or Oz already out there.
Yeah, let's deal with Bishop and Oz first because they half sleep. So what are you guys doing?
I'll be up on the deck, looking out over the railing.
Okay.
I will not.
Okay.
He's gonna go pout in his room.
Bishop, as you go up there, the snow is deep on the deck of the ship. You can hear it crunch and crackle underneath your feet. It's probably a foot to a foot and a half deep on the deck itself since the last time you were up here. You can see that some of the frost reavers have gone outside and they're trying to chip parts free of the ship itself. It seems like over the night passes, some of this is frozen the ship to the ground itself, as well as packed in certain areas around the engines.
I don't feel sorry for them.
Colton comes out. Good morning. Bishop, is it?
You know it is.
Yes, I rarely think of names, knowing your type. What campaign were you a part of?
That is none of your concern.
Such attitude.
I could say the same for you. I'm
Can't
surprised this ship flies with an ego as big as yours.
It does struggle from time to time. I love a good joke in the morning. And he kind of slaps you on the shoulder.
The only joke I'm seeing is you.
Oh, such dangerous words from a machine. My ego so damaged.
You are nothing but a bully.
Eventually, you will see the light.
No, I know your type.
Do you? If I remember,
I bend down and look down at him right in his eyes. I do.
If I remember correctly, I believe you worked for my type.
That was not a choice until it was. And we saw where that got him.
A bit of magic, a bit of change. You could return to that life.
Why would I want to?
Oh, not by choice. I'm sure there's enough twisting of things inside to bring you back to your original design.
You wouldn't like me that way.
I don't like you this way.
The feeling is mutual.
Perhaps. But for now, it's all for my entertainment.
Why don't you pick up a shovel? It seems that your crew can't keep your ship tidy.
You see, my good thing, I don't have to. I have people to do that. It comes with the territory. But you wouldn't know anything about power or control.
Oh, you would not understand the amount of control I have right now.
Such fierce words. But your kind were destroyed at the hands of savages. I think I'll be fine.
You go on thinking that.
Now don't you turn into an oven or something and cook up some breakfast for your compatriots?
I just ignore him.
Well. And he turns and walks into his chambers. The snow's still coming down heavily. The wind's not blowing like it was, but it's still heavy snow today. Who awakens next? Quentin, Marsland, Justinian?
Like I said, when I wake up with that cough, I go running to Gwenton, so...
Okay. Quentin, you hear a knock at the door?
1 second. And I'll get up and open it.
How many
Idiot.
How many doses of the tonic do we have?
Ready? 1.
I think we're going to have to rethink this. I think we're going to have to give them to one person so that we have somebody with Bishop that isn't currently dying.
Well, I mean, like I said, we have 1 dose ready because we got several from the Temple of Sune, but there's also 10 currently being making, which, correct me if I'm wrong, and I can go back and watch the video. I thought I made them all start on like day 3 or 4.
Yeah, I believe it was. Yeah.
It was when we were in Smyrna, which I think was day 3.
Yep.
And those will be ready in 3 more days.
I think we need to give them daily to one person. Like, one person gets 1 a day. Like, whether that's you or Marsland, to see if that is how we keep this at bay. Because you haven't taken yours yet, and you're still just, like, I'm still just as bad off as you.
Based on what the pretty lady from Temple of Selune said, it's once a week you take it, and it helps stop the onset from being as quick, or helps suppress some of the...
Slow it down.
Yeah, I was to say suppress some of the symptoms.
Maybe being in the worm just gave it to us really bad then.
Well, they did say in the worm it was a advanced version of the disease. So we got something that wouldn't typically be out there to what they were facing in Smyrna. So a week for them might be equivalent to like half the time of preventing, suppressing, slowing it down to us. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm a really bad cleric. I think it would be best if everyone keeps taking a dose every 7 days based on when you took your first one.
Okay. Well, you're the medicine man. I'm not that kind of cleric.
But we should go see if our friends are all up. See if we can start trying to find this hawkweed.
Marsland.
As I come out of the hall.
Pardon me, I was peeing blood.
What color is the blood of a Voldogan?
Here's a sample.
Blue. It's blue raspberry flavored. You want to taste?
What blue raspberry flavoring? Oh God! Why did you lie to me like that?
Welcome to the Golden Shower portion of today's episode.
Wait, what?
I got your golden arches.
Oz, you do hear some of this commotion out in the hall. You're not here, so anyways.
I'm gonna
He
bust
does
down
not hear any
Oz's
of this
door
commotion.
and drag him upstairs.
Okay, since he's not here, you see him just kind of sitting there, grumpy, sulking down. So you just grab a hold of him and start pulling
You
him
guys
upstairs.
make quite a racket. What are you doing? Get your hands off me.
Well, you were just sitting there, and we need to start trying to find this hawkweed.
There's a foot of snow out there. What do you want to do? There's no. How? Fine.
I'm sure somebody on this ship has fire spells. A well-placed fireball. Couldn't possibly end badly.
Marsland only knows magic missile.
Only knows Jim's magic missile.
The only spell I know.
No, I'll go up on top to see like Bishop if he's up there.
Bishop's up there, and the snow around Bishop has all melted in a circle from his just seething anger.
You said there's like 2 feet of snow on the deck.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's up to my hip now.
Yeah, it's very bright
Well-
as the sun is reflecting off of there. It's a blinding powder, some may say.
That's the worst thing to drive in.
Cocaine!
The weather is not ideal, but we cannot keep pushing this off.
I agree. And I'm gonna trudge as best as I can through the snow up to Bishop.
Colton,
And then just go uppies. Uppies.
Colton
Would
comes
that-
out.
Would Colton have snowshoes?
Probably not. Being elves, you know.
I didn't think so.
Well, it seems like your search may be a little belabored. It'll take us a while to free the ship from the evening snow. One of my men, in a former life, was an expert tracker, if you'd like to take them along to help.
If we take him, you stay on the ship.
Which one?
Prush Reynoldsboon.
Do I remember him?
Yes.
He was the only nice one to you.
Not a bad. He's from the
Yeah.
Arborium. He's an elf.
What more do you need? He's
Well.
elitist.
I trained with him. He is very well versed in combat. I don't know about tracking, but it's the first time I've went hunting weeds with him. So I will of course concede to your wisdom in this, Uncle.
I'll go fetch him. And yes, and he peers over at Justinian, I'll be staying here.
This guy's self did wear off by now, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, we took a short rest in between. Like, yeah, I'm good.
So Colton leaves and comes back a little later with there's an elf and a human that's both frost reavers. The other one needs to go for the experience. I hope that's not a problem, but I want to ensure there's no foul play on my men.
Well, the way I look at it right now, the more eyes to try to find this, and I'll show them the hawkweed so they both know what we're looking for, the better in the snow.
And Prush looks at it. Ah, hawkweed. Yes, you'll find that on one of the higher peaks.
Higher information where we're at right now.
And he takes a look around and he points in a general direction, like to the north a bit. And there's one peak that's a little higher than the rest. I bet we find it up that way.
What's his name again? Prush Redsbane?
I'll put it in chat.
Thanks.
Well, I am ready. How far of a trip do we think this is going to take us?
With the weather, it could take us a while.
Could we plan on you meeting us on that mountain, Colton?
I will do my best to make sure it's free by then, and I will meet you up there.
That plan sounds good to me. Anyone have any problems with that?
Nope.
Works for me.
Well, weed hunting we go.
Okay, and then I'll actually light a torch this time to help with like the warmth,
Okay.
as we're especially considering I'm dying in this. I can go swimming right now.
I will say this is probably difficult terrain for you, Gwenton, so you're a little slower than everybody
Oh
else.
yeah, I mean 12 feet a turn. Let's go.
All right.
Does the ring of water walking work on snow?
I'm gonna say no. I'll look it up while I know what we're getting down to the.
Oh gosh,
I
what's
can
the
look
Lord
up
of the
the
Rings
word
guy
level, so.
that walks on snow?
Legolas.
Yes, it does
It is
actually.
Legolas. Okay.
Water walk does allow you to move on any liquid surface, including water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava, as if it were harmless ground. But anything like the quicksand or the lava and stuff, you would still take heat damage.
Can we say I equipped it last night? I just cast it.
Oh, really?
What?
Sure.
Nah, I'm fine if you want to say no.
No,
it doesn't
it's
bother
fine.
me any.
It's fine. It's not going to break the game.
Okay. It's
Just
only
don't
good
jump
for...
off the ship and then cast it. I've heard bad things about that.
That is true.
All right, so you
Go
both
ahead.
have water walking on?
Well, mine can be on everybody.
Oh, okay.
Oh shoot, man!
Except for the tracker.
Except for the tracker? Okay.
But it's up to 10 people, so I'll do it on the elf and the human as well. The other
All right.
elf.
You begin your search. You travel for hour, 2 hours. You come upon you notice the terrain starts rising around you as you kind of walking through a canyon piece here. Your voices echo just slightly in the canyon. The snow continues to just pound down with large flakes, and the air here it's thinner than what you're used to. It's very cold. Every breath puffs out into small clouds as you shiver from the coldness of the mountains. As you're uncomfortable having this many clothes on, it's just not something you do.
It's not, yeah. It's
Little Oz needs to be free!
less freedom, yeah.
Yeah, not loincloth free. But the canyon does seem to lead to the peak that Prush recommended in the distance, so you continue moving forward to that point. Any conversations, anything while you move on?
It sucks.
How long does
Continue.
water? How long does the
Only
water
lasts
walk
an hour.
last? Oh,
So
okay.
about an hour and it's like an hour and 10 minutes. It's a weird time.
Foop. you're just walking, and foop. Except for Marsland, yours is like a ring, right?
Mine's ring, it just keeps going, yeah.
Yeah.
But as we're getting closer, like just stated, you were talking about a piece of sword being at the tallest peak or something.
The single mountain is what Azrock said to us? The dark halls of the single mountain?
Maybe is a lone mountain on the island.
Put some clothes on.
Maybe while we're here, this could possibly be the mountain. Except I don't know how easy it'd be to find a sword in the snow.
But you said it would be in the dark halls on the
Which-
single mountain.
Which to me actually sounds more like it's in a fortress that is somewhere on this island, on a mountain, or a cave at the least.
Marslin, have you heard anything about a dark hall on a single mountain?
Have I?
No.
Can
Did
I,
you?
Can I see if I recollect anything from my past about something like that?
Sure. Roll up an intelligence.
Did you stop Foundry?
Nope.
I cannot connect to it.
It's still rolling.
That says I've lost connection. Oh, there it says reestablished.
16.
16. Yeah, so I would say you would from your past. Typically people reference the single mountain near Dearney. There's a large mountain there, and it's strange because it's like the only thing there, right? So like the mountain and the island are nearly the same size. The city of Dearney itself, which was just from what you would remember, is just a small settlement at the foot of that mountain.
I will relay that.
Okay.
And then he said that the rest of it was lost to the desert. So maybe once we get this cure put in the Academy's hands and we are no longer affected, maybe we can find a way to get there.
That could definitely be something to potentially get to.
Right now, my interests are in keeping us all alive and getting the cure back to the Academy and figuring out what to do with the fact that Oz is going to be leaving the group to join these fine gentlemen. And I'll literally gesture my hand towards the two of them.
Thank you. We are quite happy to have him back in the fold. It's been too long, hasn't it, Oz?
Yes. Been too long, Brush.
As you continue down the canyon, the sides are probably about 40 feet above you. You can see small dead vines along the edges, trying to grow away from the winds. The winds whipping through the canyon itself are loud. They're just howling, just and just whooshing past you. It's like the canyon is pulling the wind in. It's pushing you forward in your journey. It's not going against you. It's actually pushing you. But it's making it difficult to hear. You hear the sounds of stones falling and crumbling down along the sides as you push further and further. Another hour. Another hour. You go deeper into the canyon.
So what exactly are the Frost Reavers, Oz? Are they privateers? Shipping company?
An elite group of fighters, to say the least.
So you're a small private army.
In a sense, yes.
Okay.
As you know from Smyrna, all of the recruits that the Frost Weavers pick up go through a very extensive bit of training. Right, Brush? Very extensive.
You could say that. It's not too terrible.
I'll look over at him.
I'm assuming you either survive or you die. Not too terrible.
That does happen. Often. Those that survive are the best. As you see here from our two companions.
Thank you, Azadolf.
Look at the human one, Frostweaver. Where did you come from?
Candor's Keep.
Ah, a local. And your reason for joining?
Who wouldn't want to see the island, see the world?
You see, the allure is great. Compared to what were you doing before? My young nameless human? What was your name again?
Jareth.
Jareth, what did you do before?
A blacksmith by trade.
And how was that going?
Not well. It's hard to compete with the others in town.
Felt like maybe it was the only choice?
Offered me riches, travel. What is there to not like?
Random murder. Lawlessness.
I can take care of my family and my parents. Two
You see,
weekends,
Justinian.
1 weekend a month, 3 weekends a year.
The allure is great.
Yeah,
You just need to survive.
I'll tell you, right up until our interaction out in the woods with Azarok, I was impressed with your uncle. And then ill-advised spouts against someone like Azarok, I just lost a little bit of respect for him.
I think that's the first critique I've ever heard you say about someone in power since we've met.
It's not about the power, it's about the person.
Yes, the person, not the power. You hear that, Brush? The person, not the power.
If that's what you say. I do see... What is that? In the far distance, it looks like a cave. You see that?
Shelter. That's what I see.
At that time, you hear...
It seems our dinner has presented itself in a pot tonight, Gera. Yes, brother, but a little raw for my taste, but you smell that magic? It seems we will be more than fed tonight.
And as you look up on each side of the canyon, hold on. You see
Oh,
two
dear.
dragons
Oh, no.
peering down at you, golden eyes flaming. You can see their tongues whipping out of their mouth, going back and forth. You see their horns curling around their large skull as their heads swish back and forth, surveying the party.
It looks like we won't get hungry tonight.
And roll initiative.
Jerk.
Okay, I'm just missing Gwynton.
That's weird. I got a 19.
Is that total?
Yeah.
Type it in. I wasn't loaded up as well, so that's fine.
Okay.
All right. The dragons go first. The first one. You all need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I failed.
Okay. And I need to make one for those guys.
Those guys.
We have a redemption in the chat when you get a chance.
Okay. They both failed as well. What do we got here? The God's Rebuke.
Oh, that's a negative one, isn't it?
Give a random character disadvantage on...
Mm.
This cannot be a death saving throw. You get to choose the characters, Cherry, so who gets it?
Wow, this is mean. Why are there so many mean ones now?
There's only like 2 mean ones.
Yeah, there's only 2.
If we had so much fun with the last one, why not just throw it in today? Oh, you son of a...
Oh.
So roll again, Oz.
Yeah. Oh, my dexterity. Hold on a second. You want dexterity?
Dex saving throw.
It's the
yes.
same.
Okay.
Yeah, dex. It's the same. Yeah.
Same number?
modifier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second.
Makes you have something against people with bowler hats.
You're all hit for 25 points of fire damage.
25?
Yes.
25. 2-5.
2-5. Yes.
Are you telling me none of us made that dexterity saving throw?
No.
Oh, Justinian, you did. Sorry. You take half.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
I was like, holy crap.
Next week's surprise. New characters.
All new party. Yeah.
All right.
Surprise.
Holy cow.
We're all frost weavers.
1 second. Dun, dun. Weird. Who was it? Quentin, you said you had a torch on, right?
Yes.
That's
Now everybody's a torch.
Basically. Especially Oz with his extra. Oz got Aether Mastery and Corn with Now Shut ass hat.
Okay. Aether Mastery. That lets you pick the
Nice.
rage thing that you want. And
Thank
you
you,
get to
Cherry.
choose the Cherry's using some points here. All right. So the dragon to the north looks down. The cold helps dampen the damage coming down. You do take damage, but it's not as much as it could have been because of the snow and cold. The other dragon, it comes swooping down, and it picks up Jareth, and you just hear "Ah!" as it flies, and in the distance you just hear this, through the howling wind, this crunching sound. Just
Should have stayed in your forge.
Shouldn't people get a tax of opportunity since he swooped in, picked him up? Like, shouldn't we get whacks at that dragon?
sure.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. It'll be Gwenton and you, Justinian. Go for it.
All right. Go ahead, Gwenton. You roll it up first.
Probably being missed.
Was he within 10 feet of me?
20.
No,
No,
he
he
was
wasn't.
at 15. Okay, that hits.
7.
All right. Justinian?
Yep. That is a 24 to hit.
That does hit.
Uh, 9 damage.
All right.
Magical sword. Bam.
All right. Gwenton, you are up.
Okay, so they're both up on a
On the ridge right now. It's
ledge.
40 feet above you.
If it's 40 feet above me, I will summon spiritual weapon.
Okay.
So I just put it like, right in between the two. And then it's going to attack the one on the right.
Okay.
That one.
Oh, I forgot to switch the combat interface.
For a natural 1?
Ooh,
That's my second nat 1 tonight.
What's the nat 1 doing?
Well, does it really work on a magical item?
I mean, shit, it's doing an attack, whatever. I mean, it just depends on the effect, really.
Yeah,
If
this
it's like-
one,
If it's like throw your weapon down, that doesn't make much sense.
no.
The weapon throws itself down in shame.
Okay, it deals half damage on your next 2 attacks.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
Yep, yeah. And then
As
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'll just prepare like an attack action if they get close to me again. Because that's just a bonus for that.
Okay. All right. Next is Prush. Hurry! I think we can make the cave! And he's going to run.
Oh, they make them so brave on your uncle's crew, Oz.
Oz, you are up.
All right. Going to. And I have control of my character, right? I do.
I don't
Says
have
it's
it. I have
paused.
it. I have it paused. There you go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And can I see? Can I see?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cave's off in the distance.
just off in the distance.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's
yeah, I know.
visible to
I know.
you, but it's not like miles away.
Okay. Then I'm going to use Starlight Step as a bonus action.
Okay. So that's another 30 feet.
30 feet. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There.
All right. You see,
End of my turn.
Oz just takes off running. Justinian, you're up.
All right. Which one is the one I already damaged? The one to the left or the one to the right?
The one to the left.
Okay. So I am going to bonus action hex him,
Okay.
and I'll make it wisdom saving throws that he has disadvantage on.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give him 2 Eldritch Blasts back to back.
Okay.
Did you skip over me?
I totally did. Yes. Well,
Oh, I'm
Cool.
sorry.
hold,
Go ahead.
hold what you're doing, Justinian. Let Marsland go.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, so how does this work? Would I have already seen them starting to run?
You would have seen Oz and Prush start running. Yes.
Okay. I'm casting Mage Armor on myself and then taking off.
Okay. So, Mage Armor and taking off. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Are you dashing as well? Oh no, you
Can I?
you can't. Nope, you can't. Sorry. I'm used
Yeah.
to Z.
Sure, I'll dash.
Okay. So Marsland takes off. All right, Justinian, you cast Hex, and you're casting your 2 Eldritch Blasts. Go for it.
Okay, so the first Eldritch Blast was a 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right, second one is a 22 to hit.
That does hit.
So he will take 10 force damage
Okay.
and 1 necrotic.
All right.
And then I will move 5, 10, 15, 25, and 30.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
Did I do that or did you do that? Was
I
that
didn't.
correct?
You did that, not me.
Okay, cool.
So Justinian takes the hilt of the sword, thrusts it into the air, and this greenish energy arcs out, slams into the other dragon. And Bishop, you are up.
Okay. I grab Gwynton,
Okay.
which now makes me encumbered, so I'm at half movement.
Yep.
Are you encumbered?
Yeah. Because you're
Yeah, we messed that up last time. My
Okay.
max, yeah. So I will dash, which moves me 45.
okay. All right. Okay.
Oh, DM,
Mm-hmm.
I meant to tell the party that I hexed the one on the left. Is that okay that I shouted that?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
That way the whole party knows, because they've seen me hex before and they've seen that it does, make the creature weaker to certain effects. So I let them know I hexed the one on the left.
Okay. 1 second. All right. The dragon is flying in, and it's going to take a bite, flyby bite at Oz. And it hits. Oz, you take 16 points.
I also get to take an opportunity attack as well.
Oh, because it entered into
Because
your.
It entered into my reach.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Okay.
That does not hit.
Okay. Go ahead.
So you take 16 points of piercing damage and 4 points of fire damage as it bites into you and then continues moving out. The other one is swooping in at Marslin. Marslin, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, hopefully that's enough.
Okay. As it swoops in, you kind of look back and you see these massive set of claws coming in, and you just dive forward and you feel it like go over your back, and then it flies off, turning around.
Opportunity attacks for me or for Marslin?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, Marslin. You roll first.
Oh, both of us?
Yeah, you both get opportunity attacks. Melee.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna try and thwack it with my quarterstaff.
Okay. You hit.
18 to hit.
Yes!
Sweet. Well, this goes to show how much I've used this quarterstaff. I have 2 different damage rolls?
One's for two-handed, one's for one-handed. The higher one's for two-handed. It's a versatile weapon. So, however you wielded it,
What would I be doing?
whatever you want.
I
It's a
will-
quarterstaff, and your strength is
Sure.
all but negative. So,
7 points of damage.
all right. So as it comes through, you jump forward and turn around and like swing your quarterstaff and hit its claws out of the way, while Justinian, you
21
hit.
to hit it.
Yep.
All right, and that will be 10 slashing damage and 3 necrotic.
All right. As Justinian slashes into its wings as it goes by, Gwenton, you are up and you are carried.
I'm going to prep. No, sorry, I'm not gonna prep. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians around me and Bishop. So if
Okay.
anything attacks us, they get hit. Yeah. Wait, can I do? That's all I can do. Yep.
All right. You've got Spirit Guardians on. Marslin, you are up.
So he's in its claws?
No, nobody is right now.
AFK.
Oh, I thought you had said he got picked up.
Nope, nobody got picked up. It went for you. The other guy's gone.
I don't know why I heard you say Gwenton is in the air. Okay, whatever.
Oh, no.
Gwenton's getting carried by Bishop.
Hi,
Yeah.
Bishop. Yeah.
Oh,
The typical scenario.
Okay, I'm continuing to run then.
Okay. Are you dashing?
Yes.
All right. Oz, you just see Marslin. As Oz, it's your turn.
Keep going, Marslin.
Oz,
Is it
it's
my
your
turn?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Do I have any eyes on this imaginary cave?
It's ahead of you. You're working your way there.
Okay. guess I'm gonna run.
Okay.
Here we go. 3, 4, 6, 8. And Blinky McBlink face again for another 30. Well, I can dash. Yeah, let's dash. Yeah, I'm going to dash. There.
All right.
I have 40 feet of movement, so I take it.
Yeah. So as Marsland, as you run ahead of Oz, Oz just bolts forward. Justinian, you are up.
You do that?
Okay,
Go now.
let me
Get to the
know
entrance.
which one is the one that I've hexed? Is it the one closest to me or the one furthest away?
Right now, you don't even see them. I have them off to the side of the thing, but they're
Okay.
out a bit.
All right. So So 60 will put me right behind him. And I'm going to say, run, Bishop, as I run right past him.
Okay.
Run!
Oh, I forgot the other guy. He's... Prush is like, keep moving! Keep moving! Bishop, you are up.
All right, same as so. 45.
You had to move out of the way a bit as you caught up with Justinian. All right. First one comes swooping in, takes a bite at Prush. Oops, wrong one. That didn't help the situation. All right. You see Prush. He gets like bit, and he kind of stumbles over the side. He's bleeding profusely, but he's still stumbling forward as the dragon moves out. Second one comes in. Is going to attempt to claw Bishop. Bishop, make a dexterity saving throw.
Can the
Nat
dragon
20.
make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, yep.
Spirit Guardians.
14 does wisdom save.
Okay. I rolled the wrong 7. So it failed the first one.
Okay. It takes a whopping 9 points of damage.
Woo!
All
I think
right.
that's enough to kill it.
And
Right?
Bishop, you kind of tuck Gwynton in as you feel the claws try to pick up and they slip against your cold metal exterior. And it's just this screeching like a fork against a ceramic plate. Yeah, you just hear as it flies past all of you. All right. Gwynton, it's your turn.
I am going to cast Healing Word on the dude of the Frost Fever guy.
Okay.
Level 2. He got 11 points. He heals
Nice.
for.
His wounds begin to mend. He kind of looks back and nods as best as he can as he's bolting forward. Marslin, you are up.
Continuing to go and dash.
You bolt forward. Oz, you are up.
I see you caught up with me. Let's go. 6.
Okay. So Oz, you begin running. You see the cave mouth. You dive inside of it. You roll across the rocks as you're now inside the cave.
Just like a big cave, a small cave.
It's big. It not like their size big, but it's probably the mouth of it's probably 15 foot or so.
All right, I'm gonna try and get behind some rocks. If I see that I can get behind while I'm in there.
Okay. Yeah, there's rocks in there.
Okay.
Justinian, you are up.
How far away am I from the entrance now?
First, Prush comes running in there and leaps beside Oz. You are 100 feet.
Okay. I will move my 60.
Okay.
And that's it. That's my turn.
All right, Bishop.
45.
All right. First one's coming in.
Bishop, I'm trying to pace it so that you and I can get in there with Quentin at the same time.
I get that.
Quentin, he's going to take a bite at you.
Can he make a wisdom saving throw?
I sure can.
Is this my hexed one?
No, it is not. It was
Okay.
23 on the wisdom saving throw, and it hits on the other one.
Okay, so he takes.
A 23 doesn't save?
It's a pass. It's a save is half.
Ah, okay. So he takes
So
5
it's
points.
5. Yeah. Which is, I missed it, I think, one of the creatures last time. Because it says on a failed save, they take 3d8, and then on a successful, they take half.
Ah, okay.
And then you need a dex from me.
No dex.
Oh, okay. Why do I think I need a dex?
Is it concentration for that spell?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay, then a constitution check.
Or you mean a straight d20?
Yep.
And I got advantage, so I'll roll 2. 12.
Okay. You're good. So it deals 19 points of piercing damage to you and 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As it flies past. Next one is coming in to scoop up Justinian. Justinian, make a dex saving throw.
Alrighty.
Hey, he's within 15 feet of me, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
he fails.
sure is.
Okay. He takes 18 points. Wait, hang on. I did the wrong one. Hit the wrong one. 12 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Justinian, you barely make that save. From getting scooped up and flies away.
Opportunity attack.
Sure.
All right. That is a 24 to hit
That hits.
for a whopping 7 damage on the blade.
Okay.
And then three necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that's it for my opportunity attack.
All right, Gwenton, you are up.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I? I'm trying to think the best way to get us in there at the same time because I can move 50 feet, and this isn't considered difficult terrain, right?
Nope.
Hold on now.
Well, it is because
You
there's
said it was
snow.
'cause snow.
Yeah. Yep. It is. Sorry.
That's the whole reason why I picked you up.
Yep.
That's right.
But I thought you cast something that made the difficult terrain fine for us.
It
It only lasted an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've been walking like 3.
It's only difficult terrain for him because he's small.
Because I'm tiny.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Because I'd be short. I guess I'm just gonna do cure wounds on myself.
Okay. Does that have a verbal component?
It does, yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
86.
Okay. You're good. Yeah, I've been forgetting to do that, but
Oh, you're good. What I roll for heal? 10. Okay, and then I'm just gonna use a bonus action to like gain back a spell slot because the harness divine power thingy.
okay. Marsland, you're just moving in.
Yeah, I'm getting well into safety.
You run in and dive into the cave next to Oz, hiding behind the rock. Oz, what are you doing?
Hurry, get inside and get behind something.
What?
All right,
Where did they come from?
Justinian, you're up.
All right. Can I see either of the two of the dragons right now?
You cannot.
Okay. So I am going to move 30 feet towards the mouth of the cave.
Okay.
So, for some reason, my screen, I can't. Okay. Yep. And I am going to hold my action for when the hexed one flies in to give him Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Blast!
And then that should allow Oz and Gwenton, if they fly in on us.
Bishop and Gwen.
Yeah, Bishop and Gwenton, my bad. Yep. They won't be alone out there.
All right, Bishop, 45.
45.
All right. First one comes in. This is not the one that has hex on it.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It fails.
13 points of radiant damage.
All right.
Yeah, it does.
And it's going to make an attack against Justinian.
Rude.
It does hit.
All right.
You take 22 points of piercing damage
Damn.
and 1 point of fire damage.
Do I think that it would heal this dragon if I hellish rebuked him?
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. Then I'll just let it go. I won't cast it because I feel like Justinian would think, "Oh man, if I hit this dude with fire, he's gonna heal."
All right, the next one's coming in.
Wisdom
So
save.
my
It
Eldritch
does.
Blast would go first.
Yep. Go for it.
Hold on, I'm still taking all that freaking damage. All right. And so first blast. Ooh, 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right. Second one. 13. Okay, so neither one go. All right.
They fly off into the air. Whoosh, whoosh.
Yep.
And let me make that wisdom saving throw, because, you know.
Disadvantage on that one because he's hexed.
Failed on both.
17.
Alright. And Bishop, make a dexterity saving throw. Okay.
15.
Again, you just hear that claw against metal as it tries to pick you up, and it can't get a hold of your ball-like shape. And then it flies off. You guys just moving the rest of the way in?
Yep.
All right.
I'm going to try to Eldritch Blast him twice first, the one that I've hexed, just for good measure.
Okay. So, boom, boom, boom. All right.
All right,
Down
so
to your
first,
turn.
man, ouch, on 11. That definitely doesn't hit.
That does not.
Second bolt, come on. Oh, yes, 26.
That does hit.
And
For
kills both of
7.
them.
Force damage, and then 6 necrotic.
All right.
And I'll just cast it out of my middle finger at him. Just give him the bird just as I run into the cave like a chicken shit.
You dive in as that one turns and faces, and you start seeing this fireball coming in at the mouth of the cave. And you all take off deeper into the cave, and you hear, "Get back here! Get back here!" You hear the sounds echoing through the cave as they fly off.
So that was fun.
No, actually, that sucked.
That fire hurts.
What? How is everybody? Where?
I'm just so as there's something going on, I'm just going to be doing the prayer of healing when we roll a D100.
Yes, if it's got a verbal component.
44.
Okay.
Everybody heals for 22 points of damage.
Oh, oh, thank you, Quentin. Oh, the cough is
no,
still here, but that
no
better.
problem. Didn't learn too much about the cough.
Is that the smoke, or is that the illness?
I'm still down almost 20 points. That was
Oh my gosh!
awesome. I got hit 4 times.
Sir, I don't want to hear
it. Looking around the cave is warmer than the outside. It's staying relatively warm here. It's dark and wet, but doesn't seem like there's any signs of life. Nothing's living in this cave.
Well, I think we're going to be resting here for the night.
That definitely complicates things.
Oh, it does.
We kind of keep an ear out, see if I hear anything from Jareth.
There's
Be dead.
there's nothing.
Help
me. Prush looks over at Gwynton. Thank you for your help earlier. That thing almost had me.
Oh, don't mention it. I had been there, and that other one almost had me too. It's too hufted. I'm gonna do another prayer of healing just because
maybe we should go back out there and finish facing these things down.
You're more than welcome to.
If you have a death wish like us.
Excuse
Never
me.
mind.
Two points of contention here. One, I do not have a death wish. Two, are you insane, Justinian?
I mean, it looked to me like I put a couple of pretty good holes in one of his legs. And I mean, we're gonna have to face them on our way back out, are we not?
We're nearly dead.
Though I agree that creatures that evil should be put into the ground. Facing two of them in conditions as they are would not be ill advised.
As always, I will bow to the wisdom of the group.
I feel like a sheep in a slaughter pen, just picking us off as they fit.
Everybody heal for another 18.
Oh, wow. So what do we see in this cave?
It's dark. It's warm. It's wet.
I'll cast light. No, I'll activate Lightbringer, so I don't have to cast anything.
Okay. It explodes in a illuminating circle around you. It's just a cave. Doesn't look like it's been formed. It's been here for forever. Nothing. There's no bones or scraps in it. It's not like anything lives here. It's just a cave. It continues. You notice it has an incline that it's moving up.
Quentin, come here, please.
I'll walk over to Oz. What's up, Oz?
Do not wear yourself out too quickly in here. And I'm going to use bolstering magic, and you gain a level 1 spell slot back.
Thanks.
I don't know. I don't have any control over it. So
you're good.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
So that's just how that works. So
I feel a little more powerful. I can't do anything, but I feel a little more powerful. Well, if this is going upwards, maybe this will go towards the summit and we can find hawkweed. Or Marsden can cast his fancy little hut and we can rest in peace tonight.
We will not be RIP.
I
But yes, I can
suggest-
cast my hut.
We move farther into the cave.
much farther.
EM,
Mm-hmm.
can I just grab a hold of Bishop's shoulder and then send my hawk forward and look through his eyes and scout up the incline?
Yeah.
Okay.
How
You having trouble standing, Justin?
He's doing that thing again.
he's doing a thing.
Wave my hand in front of his eyes.
How
they're
long-
just they're white right now. They're just glassed over. I'm sorry. What?
How long do you just till you see something or?
Just until I see something of interest. If it starts to go outside, if it opens back up, I will have him come back.
Okay. You don't want him to go outside?
No.
Okay. If you fly for a while, but eventually you do see some light coming in as the cave exits outside.
All right, and I'll verbally tell the rest of the group that as I summon the hawk back to me.
Okay.
I'll tell them about how far it is up there until it opens back up to the outside.
I didn't take care of that. We got to do better about that because the hawk probably need to make a deck save on that fire as well.
Oh, okay.
Quentin,
Yes.
can you do that? You're a cleric.
Can I make my eyes go white? Well, they're already silver. Is that close enough?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try like rolling my eyes into the back of my head. I don't see anything.
No kidding.
I'm a special kind of cleric.
But I don't have any like bird companions. All I have is a spiritual weapon once in a while, or these fairies. Well, they're probably
Can
gone
you
by now.
see through the weapon like he can the hawk?
Nope. But
You
Marsden
clerics
has
are
a
a
spell like
strange
that.
bunch.
I mean, there's many kinds of magic out there.
I'm well aware. Well, there appears to be an exit to this cave somewhere. Shall we move forward?
Sure.
Okay, so you're not resting?
Not here. I want to
Okay.
go farther up.
Okay.
Yep. So knowing the hawk's coming back, I'll reawaken and follow the rest of the group up.
Is there a point where we can see both the entrance and the exit
No.
as we're
No,
going
not at
through
all.
here?
Nope. There's a point where the light from the entrance ceases to illuminate anything, and you're in darkness.
No, we're not.
Dancing lights.
The torch.
Well, you're
For
in the
Marsden.
torch.
No.
my light. Sorry.
He's got light on his.
I got lights, boo.
So how do you cast that spell?
Just whenever I feel like it, like this.
So I try to do the spell on my sword.
Eldritch Blast!
Sword shatters into pieces. Do you have that spell?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm not a cleric.
Yeah. It does not work.
Right.
Justinian, even I can do it, and then I'll cast dancing lights.
All right. You've walked for a bit up through the cave. Are you settling now, or are you waiting till you see light?
I say we wait until there's light at the end of the tunnel for the exit, and then I'll propose that we camp there.
Okay.
When we can see the light from the exit, yeah.
Is that what everybody's doing?
It was daytime when we went in there, right? So like that's a feasible option. We're not just gonna walk until we see darkness.
Yeah, it's a feasible
Okay.
option. Okay. You do walk. You run into nothing. It's warm in here, so it's mildly comfortable. Oz, you're feeling actually a little warm because you have these extra layers on. But eventually, you start seeing the sides of the cave begin to illuminate as the light from the snow is echoing into the cave.
This seems like a good place to camp. Do we agree?
Yes.
Yes. Before we do, would it be okay with everybody if I just kind of peeked my head out there real quick, kind of stealthy, and see what it
See
looks
if it gets bitten off by a dragon?
You have no faith in me, Oz.
You do what you need to do.
I mean, can't you just do that weird eye thing and you send your hawk out?
Sure. I can do that. So
I'm
I
gonna
will let
stare
the
at him.
Yep.
Just gonna stare at Justinian.
So I'll send the hawk outside.
And
Tell him to go to the ground.
you're just looking around?
Yep.
Okay.
See if I can spot the hawkweed, see if I can spot the dragons, and then have them circle back in.
It flies out. See a nice view of everything. You don't see the dragons anywhere.
Okay.
Turning back toward the cave, you see a large overhang blocking off some of the snow, and small stones surround the base of the outcropping, and you see large plants jutting from between the stones. And quite large capacities. Those plants look pretty familiar to you.
All right. So I will tell the hawk to come back, open my eyes, and tell the guys, hey, I think it's up there. I think the hawk just saw
Did
the
Hawk see Hawkweed?
Yep, sure did.
What? Do you know what time of day it is? Like, we left early in the morning. We walked for 3 hours.
It's probably at this point, after walking through the cave, everything, you're like early afternoon.
If it's early afternoon,
I did not see the dragons out there too. I did not see them.
Did you by chance see a flying ship?
Did the hawk see a flying
He did
ship?
not see a flying ship. No.
Did not see a flying ship.
Yeah, I don't have any 3rd level spell slots. Wait, you're sending level 2? Where's my sending spell? Shit, I barely unequipped it, so it's not a problem anymore. Okay.
All right.
If it's early, I vote if it's early afternoon, we go get as much Hawkweed as we can while it's in the clear, and hopefully Colton and his magical flying ship are able to pick us up.
Agreed.
We should not waste the day.
Okay.
Any problems with that, Oz? If it was later in the afternoon and it was dark, I would be less inclined to want to go out there and try to get the Hawkweed found.
I am fine with this. If the scouting did not yield any foes, that'd be fine.
What if Marsla and I keep lookout and we stay prepared to cast spells if the dragons start coming, while Gwynton and Oz and Bishop harvest?
Well, seeing as how our tracker did not find these dragons, I suggest he help collect.
If you don't mind, I am in no
I
shape
can
to
do that.
climb.
So you want to stay in the cave, Gwynton?
No, I'll be out there in the cave. I'm just not
Okay.
going to go climbing. But do I have to climb, or is it something I can get to without, like...
Yeah, and there's no climbing involved.
Wait, why am I afraid to fall? Never mind. I'm up there. I'm in this, baby.
Marslin, are you okay with keeping a lookout with me and being ready to cast spells to keep the dragons away if they decide to fly in?
Yes or
a little
no?
uneasy here, but yes, I guess I can do that.
All right.
I can also cast my seeing orb so that we can have extra eyes up in the air while keeping watch.
That sounds fine. And I just start walking.
I'll wave my hand and my orb appears.
Okay. All right. So you all band together and step out into the cold, thin air of the mountaintop to find the hawkweed. And that's where we're going to end this evening.
Woohoo!
Ah! All right. Exciting. This is where
out there that NE2424 out there is planning on doing chaos again.
Yeah. There's
We need to take his points away.
and Bishop's in there going, are we ever gonna actually kill something in a fight, or are we just gonna run from them all? But with that, the party does level up.
What?
Holy
crap!
Hold on
I
a
forgot
second.
we could level up.
Yeah, I am. This is foreign to me.
How do you do this again?
Well, you don't have to mess with HP because it's automatically calculated, so it's pretty easy from here to set yourself to 7 and do your stuff.
I get nothing at level 7.
You gain 50 points of HP a level?
No.
Only if you're Oz.
But yeah, so be sure to tune in next week to see the exciting conclusion of this part of the story and get into the next one, which you aren't going to want to miss. We're going to have our November schedule up. We will be taking some breaks in November and December. So we'll get that schedule up before November gets here, which means tomorrow. Yeah. So we hope that everyone has a happy Halloween and get all the candy, Garfield. And until next time, we will see you in the dungeon. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
The end is upon us, I promise you novices don't want no problem with me. So watch how you talking and where you been walking, they call me the BBEG. I'm more than a little OP, I do what I want to, that's a mantra. Keep 'em running and gunning like Contra, I'm a monster. The end is upon us, I promise you novices don't want no problem with me. So watch how you talking and where you been walking, they call me the BBEG. I'm more than a little OP, I do what I want to, yeah that's a mantra. I keep 'em running and gunning like Contra, yo I'm a monster. Turn it up. What you know about the final boss? I got him trying to buy time with the sign of the cross. I redefine high crime and the meaning of loss. I'm off hip, but I body like I'm playing lacrosse. Beat to the EG, I'm keeping them queasy. I make it seem easy, acknowledge me. I've been demolishing your cities, I'm astonishingly sleazy. I'm the big bad, y'all must be the cast. I'm killing the master, villain, a blast, a disaster. Really a rap bastard, within the rap fast for the masses. I ravage all races and classes. Savage, I can't stop myself. Thinking of all the ways I can top myself. On God, I can move like a devil. I hope you and your squad are ready for the last level that ends here. The end is upon us, I promise you novices don't want no problem with me. So watch how you talking and where you been walking, they call me the BBEG. I'm more than a little OP, I do what I want to, that's a mantra. Keep 'em running and gunning like Contra, I'm a monster. The end is upon us.